It's summer holiday time for school children in other parts of Iraq, but not for kids like these who fled the fighting in Mosul along with their families. Around 700 children at this camp for displaced people in northern Iraq attend classes like this every day. Many lost 3 years of education while ISIL ruled. They are being prepared to go to school again when the next term begins at the end of September.
I'm so happy to be going back to school. 2.5 years have passed since I last attended. Now I'm in 9th grade and I'm excited to go to high school.
Temporary learning spaces like these are vital for preparing children to go back to school. Now, hundreds of schools were either partially or completely destroyed in the fighting for Mosul. Many schools have reopened, but assessing children, getting them ready to return to learning Iraq's national curriculum remains a massive challenge.
The UN says around 500 schools have reopened in Mosul. The majority are in the east of the city, where there's less destruction. Around 600,000 children are attending classes, say the UN, all over the city. This boys' school is in western Mosul, where the fighting was most intense.
We have 1,042 students in this school. Each class has around 80 students. We are short on teachers. Classrooms are totally full. Around 80% of schools in western Mosul are not fit to be used.
It's a similar situation at a nearby girls' school. Pupils often desperately trying to cram 3 years of lost learning into a few weeks before the new school year begins.
When it comes to the curriculum, we have a very short period of time to try to catch up. We don't have a summer holiday, we don't have enough books, but at least we are in a classroom. Others are in tents.
The UN says one of the challenges is helping children who may have attended schools under ISIL.
Iraq has had historically one of the best education systems in the region, but today it's nowhere near that. Across the country, 1.2 million children are not accessing regular education. In places like Mosul, for over 3 years, children have not had access to education. They've not been going to school. And those that have been going to school have been exposed to a curriculum that promotes violence.
These children are lucky to have survived the battle for Mosul. Now begins the challenge of cultivating young minds eager to learn again. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera, Northern Iraq.